for more on Tokyo 2020 Olympics and what's going on the ground. Inas, thanks for joining us here on Sports Scene. To start off, Inas, the Olympics have finally started despite concerns they would be canceled due to the pandemic. What are your thoughts, Inas?
Well, finally, as you said, and thankfully, the Olympic Games are back and are running, and everybody is happy, especially sports people, all those involved in sports, even those who are not sports people. But there are sports fans and sports lovers. They are really excited with the Olympic Games running now, and despite all, against all odds and the COVID-19. However, to be honest, I mean, this year's Olympic Games, they have lost their glamour a little bit in competitiveness because, you see, there are, without any fans, it's really upsetting for the players who are competing there, and they want to prove themselves in front of the fans. They need the cheers and the woos in the stadiums. They want their fans to support them. Unfortunately, it's not happening. And what I heard from the Secretary General of the Egyptian Olympic Committee, Mr. Sharif Al-Aryan, when he was saying that during the team's parades, I quote him saying it was weird being in the stadium without the fans being there to cheer for us. So it's not a very good mood for them, but they are trying, the athletes, all athletes around the whole world, because you see, it's usually the Olympic Games, they are just a big festival, a big feast. Have we ever seen, it's like a wedding. Can you imagine a wedding without any invitees, how it would be like? So this is the situation now and the mood at the Olympic Games, but we hope that all the athletes would have fun while they are competing.
Well, Inas, as you've mentioned, one thing for sure, the athletes do need the fans for inspiration and encouragement. But let's talk about Egypt. Egypt is one of the African countries that sent record numbers to Tokyo 2020. Do you expect them to win more medals than before?
Well, we hope so. We have high hopes and high expectations on some athletes in some different sports, like now you were showing the athletics, modern pentathlon, we had taekwondo. Unfortunately, Egypt was hoping that the weightlifting would be there, and they were the top nominees for claiming more medals, because we know that they had in Rio 2016, they had 2 Olympic medals for weightlifting. Unfortunately, they were banned from the participation. And today, this time, we hope also, because in Rio it was 3 medals. The highest record for Egypt was 5 medals at the Athens Games in 2004, and this was the highest record of medals. So Egyptians are really keeping their fingers crossed that they might be able to achieve more medals this time. However, to be honest, some people on the other side, they don't believe that, or they don't want to exaggerate in their hopes and in their anticipations for more medals, because yes, many athletes from Egypt, it's the highest record of athletes, have qualified, but they have qualified, most of them qualified as African champions. And let's be honest as well and say that the level of competition at the African competitions is not as strong as the Europeans and the Asian competitions. So it's many people would hope that our athletes would achieve more medals, but still we have to accept that we might not, because like today, the first day today for Egyptians, it wasn't successful, except for only the handball team who beat Portugal with a very good result, and they are ranked among the top 7 teams in the world. So we have hopes, and let's wait and see.
All right, Inas, let's leave it there for now. But for us here on Sports Scene, we'll certainly be keeping an eye on how the Egyptians perform and how well they represent the continent. Thank you so much, Inas Mazhar, for your insights.